you have way more skills than being able to move a mechanical thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just fucking get on this team. Simon's a guy now that is for years been one of the top 1, 2, 3 guys every year with. Simon, you can tell it from here.
Yeah, so I guess the short version. I joined probably I was back in 2014. I was driving truck at the time, and I wanted to learn sales. I had an opportunity to do sales calls for another program, a guy I knew, and I knew you were doing sales calls all day, so I literally called you up, and I remember, you're taking like 10, 15 calls a day, and you were just like, hey, yeah, man, call me back. And then you like spend like, I think an hour or two just going over the whole process. And soon after that, didn't work out with the guy I was with. And I was working on my lead gen business. And I just called you up one day and said, hey, dude, like, could you need help? Because I just love to learn more about the sales stuff. I just think it's a skill that I want to get. And that was 5.5 years ago.
Yeah, it's crazy. I remember I was in the car taking I think Jazzy was 3 or 4, taking her violin lessons with Tori. And I had to sit in the passenger seat. I usually drive. And I was like, I got to talk to this dude. And I remember her whole lesson, I sat up and talked to you. And then I remember telling you, like, look, bro, I don't got a spot for you. And you're like, don't care. And you go, just give me the scraps. I don't care. So I literally gave you the scraps for months. I literally gave Simon, and if you're on from South Africa, like, it's no disrespect, but obviously the dollar conversion is very difficult. And I give him every person that was the worst lead based on conversion and like how much we charge, which is not a lot, but a lot for some people. And for months, Simon was like, he's that guy that you hear about on a sports team that's like, don't care, coach, put me in, do whatever you need. And I was like, dude, this dude is a freaking G, because he hasn't made any money in a long time because I keep giving him just absolute shit. And then one day, Simon.
Yeah, well, the guy that was getting all the better leads, he dropped the ball and he wanted to do something else, and won't go into the drama. But then I went from talking to people who couldn't even speak English straight up to getting better leads. And the funny thing about all that is that I learned so much from having to like basically, speak not even the language. Like, well, I mean, they could speak a little English, but you get what I'm saying. To really just hone my craft, and yeah, I mean, it worked out really well.
Right. So now you fast forward so many years, you were a truck driver, you were freaking like literally like in prison for doing like, just for, whatever. You were a bouncer, you messed some people up because you're a psychopath, but whatever. But like, the fact is like you had no future. You knew it. Like, I drive a truck. I've drove 1 million miles,
Mm-hmm.
and like, I have no skills past of being really tough and a little psycho, and I can maneuver a 16-wheeler.
Mm-hmm.
And you learn this new skill set, and then with a little bit of mind retooling of like, bro, no, you have way more skills than being able to move a mechanical thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just fucking get on this team. Simon's a guy now that is for years been one of the top 1, 2, 3 guys every year, with as far as helping us as far as his lead gen businesses,